and welcome back to the video on recipe and to my AEW All In 2025 predictions. And yeah, it's a stat card, this one. Obviously AEW's biggest show of the year, not in London this year, disappointingly for me. But you know, still a very strong card and one that I'm very much looking forward to. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into things. And we're starting things off with the World Tag Team Championship match. It's Christian and Nick Wayne versus the Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed. And yeah, this is kind of a hard one to call. I don't think it'll be the Patriarchy who get the win. I think they're probably here to take the fall. You know, they're kind of having their own beef at the moment. I guess that'll explode at some point soon. And then obviously Jet Speed have been so impressive since they kind of debuted in AEW. But then Hurt Syndicate, I feel like their reign's still young. I think they could do a really long title reign. Obviously got the intriguing story of MJF. So yeah, I think they'll retain it for a bit longer. But Jet Speed will be protected here. Moving on into Adam Cole against Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. And yeah, this is, I've got to say, is a match that I'm really looking forward to as well. Adam Cole coming into this one, you know, as the incumbent champion, but Kyle Fletcher, I feel like, could snatch him off him. You know, obviously he's had such an impressive run. I feel like the title's the next thing on his list, but I feel like at the same time Adam Cole still has a lot more to give as TNT champion. I just kind of hope he's given the something to do that. I feel like his reign should probably be extended a bit longer, so I'm going to say it'll be Adam Cole who gets the win here. Moving on then to the Young Bucks versus Swerve and Will Ospreay, and yeah, obviously this is a big match for multiple reasons, you know, with the stipulations on it as well, such as Ospreay can't challenge for the title for a year if he loses. But yeah, obviously it will be about Ospreay and Swerve. Will the heels get involved as well? Who knows? But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Personally, I can't see Ospreay not challenging for the world title for a year. I mean, I know it's only a year, but a year is still a bloody long time, isn't it? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, this one. But I'm going to say it will be Swerve and Ospreay who get the win here. Moving on into the Women's Casino Gauntlet, and yeah, this is another one that's kind of really hard to call. But, you know, there's so many stars that can win it. I think, you know, AEW really has done a great job adding depth to the women's division recently. You know, it kind of feels like it could be anyone. But at the same time, I'm going to say it will be Chris Statlander who comes here, who comes away with the win here. I think, you know, she's putting so much good work in that division. That she really deserves it, and I think getting a title shot, you know, would be the least she deserves. Moving on into the Men's Casino Gauntlet, and yeah, kind of like the women's one, this one's absolutely stacked as well. So yeah, I think there's one outstanding candidate though, and that is MJF. You know, we've seen how good MJF can be as a heel with the title. Now he's with the Hurt Syndicate, he's obviously got a really interesting story as well. So yeah, while there are some other interesting candidates to win it, obviously the stars who aren't really much on pay-per-view, I feel like it kind of has to be MJF who comes away with a win here to give us a very intriguing match against the winner of Moxley versus Page. Big Boom AJ is back in action at AEW All In on the buy-in card, and yeah, he's teaming up with some proper badass guys, including the likes of Ishii to take on the Don Callis family. And yeah, to be honest, I can only really think it's going in one direction. I mean, it's probably going to be similar to what we've seen previously with Big Boom AJ matches. It'll be a ton of fun, and yeah, obviously he'll end up getting a win. I can't see likes of Hechicero, Archer, Romero and Brett taking him down. So yeah, a Big Boom for the win. Moving on into Outrunners versus FTR, and yeah, this is an interesting match. I mean, on the 0 hour, but I feel like this has the potential to be a really solid match. And yeah, Outrunners, I don't know, it feels like their momentum's kind of stalled recently, maybe in recent months a bit. FTR, I still kind of enjoying the heel work they're doing at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be an intriguing one, this one. I feel like one where they can have a decent match, but I think FTR probably should come away with a win. To be fair, to yeah, really get them back in title contention or back on the card where they should be. So yeah, FTR. Moving on then to the Ops versus the Death Riders, and yeah, this is another interesting one, and I feel like this is kind of a match where we have to see maybe the end of the Death Riders for a little while. Them to go away, and AEW can concentrate on other programs at the moment and just give the Death Riders a bit of time to breathe, like they have done with Chris Jericho. So yeah, I'm going to say it will be the Ops who's retain their belts here. Sons of Texas take on Shane Taylor Promotions in the 0 hour, and yeah, I think we can all guess the way this is going. The Sons of Texas will get the win. Obviously, with All In being in Texas this year, the history of the Von Erichs, etc., etc., it will be good to see them on the card, and yeah, against Shane Taylor Promotions, it's kind of the perfect opponents for them to go up against. Also, good to see Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara get on the card as well. And yeah, I think it's all just leading to a very popular babyface win as we lead into the main show, get the crowd going, you know. Moving on into Okada versus Omega for the combined title, or what's it going to be called, the unified title. And yeah, obviously these two facing off again. It's obviously always so exciting when these two face off. Some of the legends of the sport, they always have bangers. So yeah, it's one that feels like could go either way as well. Obviously, Okada's had that belt for ages. Omega just came back from injury. I obviously don't probably feel like it's going to be the exact same as we've seen before between the two of them, but I feel like Okada should get the win here. I think he should continue his reign with both belts to really elevate him. But moving on into Tony Storm against Mercedes Moné, obviously the two big stars of the AEW women's division, and yeah, it feels like about time they finally clash out. And yeah, will we get Mercedes Moné holding another title? I kind of feel like she has to, doesn't she? If she can't go for the belt nowadays and lose it. But yeah, I don't think she'll hold the TBS title very long after that. But I feel like it kind of has to be Mercedes Moné who becomes the champion here. Moving on then to John Moxley against Hangman Page in the main event, and yeah, this kind of feels like the end for John Moxley's title reign. I'm hoping, we've seen him hold that for a long time now, probably about a year, and it feels like it's about time that he probably drops the title. And Hangman Page, who obviously has got such a compelling story angle, so over with the crowd. So yeah, I'm gonna say it will be Hangman Page.
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.